Good morning. It is I, Gillian St. Kevin. I don't know why I started the stream like that, but we're back. We have survived another week. And yeah, I think that is an accomplishment. Well done, everyone. So I am flying solo today. Unfortunately, Jamie isn't with us. You may have seen on Facebook that our third co-host, Mochi, is not very well right now. Mochi went to the vet yesterday and had some very serious news, and the vet wanted a checkup this morning. So Jamie and Mochi are hopefully getting some better news this morning, but no matter what's happening, I'm sure you'll agree that with me that, our thoughts are with Jamie and Mochi, and we're just really crossing our fingers for the best news that we can have in a situation like this. I have got sun in my eyes, and I swear this did not happen until the stream started. So I'm going to fix that in a minute, but it is brilliant to see Meg and Inka here in the chat already. I've spoken to Sam on FaceTime. Hopefully we'll see her as well. And hopefully a few other friends will join us. But yeah, I am pretty excited. But yeah, it has been an interesting week in New Zealand. Auckland, where Jamie is, and Anna, one of our sometimes chat participants. They're both in Auckland. Auckland's still in level 4. The rest of the country is at level 3. And it's just a little bit weird. I haven't ventured outside for takeaways or takeout coffee yet. So for me, level 3 still feels a lot like level 4. There will not be any sort of major changes happening in my life until level 2 when schools reopen, which is what I am hanging out for. Had a really good time with the niece and nephew this week, but it was a good time mainly because I decided that I was just going to make this week, my main focus was just going to be preparing the activities that we did together in as much in advance as possible and having a plan so that our time together is more enjoyable for all of us. And that worked. It was really great. It just meant that no writing happened at all, and very little coursework got done. But on the plus side, I was able to get at least 2 hours every day to work on course-related stuff and a little bit more at night. And then I got all of Friday afternoon off, which was amazing, and, unfortunately, I did not well, I say unfortunately, but actually this was probably exactly what I needed to do. I didn't do anything productive by kind of traditional measures of productivity. Hello, Sam, it is brilliant to see you again. I read a book. And I have not read just a book for my own pleasure for such a long time, and it was everything. And so I realized this week I've been severely lacking in time to take care of me. So I'm feeling a little bit stressed, and I can feel sort of there's tension in my shoulders, and it's just kind of Meg mentioned that she's got the lockdown blues. I think this is my manifestation of lockdown, not blues, but maybe tension. I don't know. But yeah, we are here despite everything, all of the challenges real life has thrown at us, including time zones, it is brilliant to have you here as always, Inka. I cannot get over the fact that you are willing to stay up to midnight to hang out with myself and Jamie. It's really awesome. And oh my gosh, that sun. And yeah, it's brilliant to have Meg and Sam here too. So, I'm going to pull the curtain and deal with that sunlight. While I do that, why not share in the chat what projects you'll be working on today? Or if you are like me and can't make up your mind which of many projects you'd like to work on, share that too. Maybe we can help decide for you. Come on. Okay, Sam's working on more witchy fiction, which is awesome. Oh yeah, Inka, I saw that. I'm so sorry. I think you've had 4 hours sleep in total, which yeah, I can imagine that being awful, but having the vaccine on top of that is, yeah, next level awful. Please take care of yourself, Inka, and nail polish sounds like a really good way to deal with awful. Oh, Sam, the introduction of the familiar. That sounds like so much fun. Meg is continuing with James Scott Bell and hasn't looked at her writing all week. I know that feeling only too well. My problem is that so I'm doing the certificate of small business and project management, and um, obviously that involves project management. So I decided that it would be a good idea to write. Well, we had an assignment that was pretending we are painting our living room and then write it up as though it was a project. And I thought, I'm never going to paint a living room. Why don't I write up Vampire Ward as if it's a project? And I did that. And I think the process was really good. It taught me a lot, but it also showed me that I have skipped out on doing my market research. I've never written, I have written Gaslamp before, but I did it, just jumped in and wrote what I thought Gaslamp should be and didn't look at what other people were doing and kind of what the tropes and all of the kind of expectations around the genre were. So doing this kind of made me aware that I need to go back and do some reading. And I've kind of feel like there's not much point in continuing on with my draft until I've gone back and completed my, I guess, market research, which sounds really clinical and not creative, but I'm sure there's a better word for it, but I haven't found it yet. But yeah, so I've started the reading, really enjoying it, but haven't until that's done. I don't feel like I can go on writing Vampire Ward, so I'm playing with various options of what I could do today. But yeah, Inka, that sounds terrible. Oh, almost 8 hours sleep. That is fantastic. That is amazing progress. Yes, I'm so pleased to hear that. Not pleased to hear about the harpoon attack. That was really unnecessary. And you'd think with how many people are getting vaccinated that the nurses would at least know how to do it nicely. Yeah. Sam, I'm glad that I'm not alone in my research. It is kind of standard writing advice if you want to write to market, and, but I've never done it before. I am kind of a I tend to get impatient and just jump into things before I fully know what I'm doing because that's how I learn. So, yeah, hopefully this will go smoothly and I can get back to writing soon. But oh, Inca, I am hoping that there is some way you can give this guy feedback. And Sam, that sounds really, really difficult. And yeah, Sam, I that resonates with me a lot. I have been writing what I want to write so far, and I love it. It definitely keeps writing interesting me to me. But I've also realized that I want to put my books in front of a wider audience. I feel like I've got an important message to share with people, and I want to sort of write something that is more sort of palatable to mainstream audiences that will then kind of pull them into my my more me type series. So yeah, I can reach more people and hopefully empower more people to be themselves. So with all of that said, yeah, witchy fiction is more practice and market stuff. But yeah, not being the kind of person that can write things are popular for the sake of it, that is my struggle as well. But I'm hoping that Vampire Ward will sort of sit in that gap between things that I love writing about and things that kind of bigger audiences want to read about, so I can kind of steal some of those people over to my side. And Kitty, it is great to see you. Kitty, I don't know if you've seen the news on Facebook, but Mochi Kitty is not very well. So Jamie is not with us this morning. They've got a vet appointment for Mochi, and we're all just really hoping for some good news. So, Sam, what is your first witchy fiction? I keep on getting ready to say, okay, now we're going to do our warm up, and then just um, get sucked back into the chat. Somehow, I don't think me talking to myself is going to be a problem today. Everyone in the chat is keeping me busy, and yeah, I'm glad that you already knew Kitty, and yep. So, just going to quickly Google witchy fiction books. It's not helpful. Um, Here we go. Oh my gosh, I've just seen that there is alpacas and apparitions in the witchy fiction series now. Every time I look this series up, my to-do list, my to-read list grows. Oh, that is fantastic, Sam. Yep, that is definitely going on my list as well. Awesome. Okay, we could easily be here all day talking witchy fiction. And do you know what? That sounds like fun. And when we've got Jamie back, we should schedule that sometime. And I will, Sam. I have to warn you though, I am a terribly slow reader, and that has just increased with lockdown. So I'll probably, next year, this time next year, you'll get a Facebook message from me saying, "Oh my gosh, I loved it," or something. Inca witchy fiction is, oh gosh, it is a shared universe that Jamie and Sam and Anna, when she is here, and a bunch of other authors have contributed stories to, but they're novellas and they all feature witches and they're set in New Zealand and they're pretty happy, I think, is the vibe. But yeah, Jamie's got overdues and occultism, cozy and inclusive, yes. They are very. It's a really fun series. Yeah, it looks like I managed to do a halfway decent explanation. But before we get super off track, I'm not even touching the conversation about to be read lists because, again, we have to do some reading today. So I am just going through my tarot deck. We're doing our regular warm-up, which is just finding a card to act as a prompt, and then we'll write for 5 minutes. Okay, this is interesting. We have the Seven of Cups. So this is unlike the Wild Unknown deck. It's kind of very sparse imagery. We've got the moon. It's a crescent moon. I'm guessing that means it's waning. We've got the snowy, bleak mountains in the background and the sun at the bottom. And we've got 6 cups upright, but the 7th cup is tipped over. And I've got the feeling that it's the 7th cup, the tipped over, that this card focuses on. I've got a feeling that this card is about not being happy with what you've got and not kind of appreciating what's good in your life because you're focused on the what you don't have. Oh, I'm glad that that works for you, Sam. I'm really curious about your familiar now. So, 5 minutes. Whoops, that is not my timer. That is my phone. I did not want to call somebody. A tui. That is a fantastic familiar. That is hilarious. Brilliant. Okay. 5 minutes. Warm up. Is everybody ready? I need to find a pen. A tui is a New Zealand native bird, Inca, actually. on our Wednesday night stream, I drew a picture of a tui. So this is not a very good. This is not a very good pitch depiction of a tui because it's black and white and you don't get their amazing colours, but their feathers are kind of they're brown. Where are we at? They're brown on this hump here, and then they've kind of got bluey black feathers here, and then their heads are mostly black feathers, and then you see they've got this white bib here, and that white bib against the mostly black of their feathers is what makes it so distinctive. The early settlers called them parson birds because the black with the white bib made them look a little bit like a parson's collar. So pretty much now in New Zealand, if you've got a black cat with a white neck or a black dog with a patch of white at its neck, they're called tui. Our little dog was called Tui, and she was adorable. But yeah, they are they're one of the more common native birds, and they're pretty fun to watch and spot. And I think, yeah, perfect familiar material. So yeah, we were setting my timer for 5 minutes. So I hope everybody's ready to warm up because I am. 5 minutes starting now. Okay, I've got no idea why I decided to take my headphones off, but that was 5 minutes. I ended up sort of brainstorming about ways in which I'm not being fully grateful of everything I have right now, and actually um, came to a question for myself. I've been concentrating a lot on, oh, I can't write this until I've finished my market research. I can't plot that story because I left that notebook in Omahi. Can't do this, can't do that. And I'm like, is this procrastination? Am I saying I can't do anything until the conditions are perfect? Am I just looking for excuses not to do things? So I'm going to sit with that, I think, and keep an eye on myself that I am not making excuses to slack off. But maybe if I am making excuses, see if I can work out what's going on here. Inka, it is super cool that you're getting out of your comfort zone and experimenting with undercoat and top coat. And yeah, I hope that experiment is going well for you. Um, yeah, Sam, a lot of project management does seem to be common sense, but it is common sense that is kind of foreign to me. It is not some things that I would have stumbled on myself. So yeah, I'm enjoying it, and actually enjoying it a lot, which I didn't expect to do. I thought I would be struggling a lot more. But we have warmed up. I'm sure that everyone is keen to get to their writing projects or whatever they're working on today. Nails, um, witchy fiction. I am. Where did I put it? I have got my sketchbook and my plot circle template that Julie made me. And I thought I might do some plotting, but I'm actually thinking I might dive in to a short story and see how far I get with it. So let's set the timer again for 20 minutes and see how we go. I feel like I'm being bossy here, but you guys can just deal with me until Jamie gets back and sort of controls me a bit. But yeah, 20 minutes starting now. Okay, that is our first 20-minute sprint. So Sam says I'm in the hot seat, not bossy, and Inka says I am the bossy teacher making sure we do our homework. And yeah, I did used to teach, so perhaps this is just the thwarted teacher in me coming out in these live streams. So, how did I get on? I wrote 578 words of an experimental thing. Sam got 615 words, which is amazing. Inka is reverting to testing, trying one hand with the undercoat and one without, because so far she's not happy with the results. That sounds like an excellent idea, Inka. And yeah, good job, Sam. That is really good progress. So I am writing a ghost story told by one of my characters in the Read by Candlelight series. So most of the stories in Read by Candlelight are people actively interacting with the supernatural. This is one of my characters telling a ghost story to her grandkids. So she is, it is, I don't know, but you know how it's a spoken ghost story is different to ones that you read. I'm putting that terribly, but I'm experimenting with writing a spoken ghost story. I think Emma James has done this well, so if I get time, I might. If I get time, I might. Yeah, read some Emma James ghost stories for comparison. New rail runny nail polish does sound like it could be a problem in It might be designed for multiple coats. I am not a nail polish person. I have no idea. And Meg changed the sheets. Yeah, getting your laundry done is a nice perk to living with parents. I have to say that although I am struggling a bit with the lack of quiet while I'm staying with my sister and her family, it is amazing not having to cook. Yeah. So let's get back to work. I feel the need to live up to being the school teacher of this stream. So I've got my alarm set for another 20 minutes. And yeah, let's get back to work. just cutting in quickly. Meg, so sorry you're not feeling well. Take care of yourself, curl up in bed, and yeah, we'll see you next week. But yeah, take care of yourself. I'm glad that you are putting your health first and not trying to power through. See you next week. Okay, so 20 minutes. It looks like we're having a difficult time. Sam is struggling with their scene, and Inca's Inca's nail polish has let her down entirely. So yeah, how is everyone feeling after this sprint? It seems like we are all a little bit frustrated. So we could take a break and do something different, or we could press on with another sprint. So think about what you'd like to do, and I will just take a look and see how I did word-wise. 569 words, and my ghost has shown up. So that's always a good sign in a ghost story. Hard to have a ghost story without a ghost. I've also got my niece and nephew playing outside. So if I suddenly disappear from the screen, it will be because they've spotted me and I've had to hastily turn off the video and all of that. I think they've set up an obstacle course, which is good. So Sam is at 1,330 words for the day, which is amazing. Oh, the ghost story of the missing ghost. I really like that. That sounds like it would be an amazing read by candlelight story. Inca? Yeah, absolutely. I will let you read this when it's finished. Though again, it's probably going to take me a while. So yeah, Sam says I'm just not good at being cheeky. It is tough. My characters are all so much smarter and funnier than I am, so I have to fake a lot. And I think I managed to pull it off, but it takes effort. So yeah. I think it sounds like we might be ready for another 20-minute sprint. But before we do that, I'm going to need to refresh my cup of tea and run to the bathroom. Inky, you might want to grab something else to do since the nail polish is a bust. But yeah, be right back in, let's say, 5 minutes. How awesome that we have Kitty here to do the maths for us. 715 words is amazing. Great job, Sam. Um, Inca finding her Bujo is a great idea. Inca, since we had our Bujo stream and you mentioned dingbats, I don't want to think about how much time I've spent on the dingbat website just looking at their journals. They're gorgeous. But yeah, I unfortunately cannot justify a new journal purchase at the moment because I have so many. The sad thing is, I'm like here in Christchurch and I'm like, oh, I want a new journal. I need a new journal. I deserve a new journal. But I have 4 beautiful blank journals all waiting to be used in Omahi. As soon as we get to level 2, I am going home and getting my journals. Yeah. But yeah, I really like the Black Duck Dingbat journal. I don't know why the Black Duck in particular, but they're all amazing. Yep. So Inca, in theory, I have my 2022 journals sorted. I bought 2 Hippo Noto journals in October 2020 to be my 2021 journals. Unfortunately, it is the Hippo Noto company just got hit by so many issues producing, printing, and shipping these journals that I think they are only now sending them out. In fact, I may just go and check and see what's happening. Nope, that is the wrong window. Gosh. Here we go. Here's my order. We will notify you when it has been sent. So I don't have a shipping notification yet. I'm just going to see if I can find the latest email from them because they usually include an update on the Hipponotos in all of their. Here we go. Here's the latest news on the notebooks. Oh my gosh, where are you? Here we go. Okay, so the shipment of journals is reaching the USA in late August to September. And then once they get them released from customs, they'll be able to tell us when they're going to send them out. So we still do not even have them in the USA, let alone in the mail to New Zealand. So now I'm starting to think that getting a journal now might not be a bad idea. Having said that, I do have some amazing Archer and Olive journals in Omahi that I should use first. But yeah, Sam, if you when you're a stationery addict, you can justify a lot for a notebook. So it is 11:27. If we want to get our third sprint in, we better start. I have plenty of projects. In fact, so I've got 4 blank journals in Omahi, and I have the Not Cozy, I have the Vintage Mystery, and I'm sure I have another one. Yeah, Kitty, the last email they sent was in August, so August 10th. So there's probably we will have a new update once they actually arrive. But I have to say, despite the horrific delays, I'm actually really happy with this company because they're really good at saying, this has gone wrong, this thing has happened, and letting us know exactly what is going on. But yeah, I will not run out of space in my daily journal until October. So yeah, I will grab their website. So they are the company is called Hippo Noto, and they do fountain pen inks and pens, and the Hippo Noto is their the first notebook that they made themselves, and it's using the Tomoe River paper that I love, and it has a massive amount of pages in a book. Where is it? Hippo Noto notebooks. Here we go. But basically, they did a Kickstarter to raise money to put yeah, they did a Kickstarter to raise money to produce these journals exactly how they wanted them, and they were printing them. They managed to secure amount of the old Tomoe River paper before they stopped making it, and so they then had to transport that paper to the place in China that was printing them. They got hit by all of the factories getting shut down in China for a bit, and then when the factories reopened, they had all of the shipping delay problems and stuff. And because they're a very small company, they don't have like a lot of weight to throw around. So I think they had quite a bit of difficulty getting a space on a boat. But yeah, I can't believe you put a Go Playing Nanny into your garden club either, Sam. That is amazing. And wow, Kitty, that yeah, I can imagine Labor Day being crazy busy and not necessarily in the way that you want right now. Yep. Okay. We need to get some work done. The kids have gone back inside, which is good. I kind of feel like they're judging me for not doing things, but yeah. So we'd better start the timer, do our words or our bullet journaling, or whatever it is. The hi sensei totally takes me back to my Japan days, so I appreciate that, Sam. And Kitty, wow, pulling 2 shifts, you are a legend. I hope those other nursing assistants appreciate you. So, 20 minutes. Let's go. Ikimashou. Okay, I have lost the. Here we go. So we are back from our 20-minute sprint. Oh my gosh, I have a lot of chat to catch up on. Before I do, Inca needs a pep talk. How do I skip from May to September in my Boudreaux without going crazy? Yeah, what is the point in the skipping that is producing the crazy, Inca? Who is it that you haven't used it since May and you're setting it up in September, and just want to bridge that gap? Sam got 1,662 words for the day. Very nice. My ghost story is at 1,767 words. Okay. I'm having trouble picturing it, but I think leaving some blank space to kind of show that there has been a gap, and then just starting fresh with September might work. Inka, do you think that would be a possibility, or am I misunderstanding the situation? Yep. Do you know what? I'd be inclined to just write, like, in really big block letters, stuff happened, and then turn the page and start September. Um, yeah. Gosh, what on earth are they doing now? No idea. Um, I'm feeling quite happy with my ghost story. The ghost, we're at the fun part where the person who saw the ghost is just now figuring out what they saw. Yes, yeah, Inca, I really like the front page for the months. Yeah, that's a really good idea. Um, I don't really do front pages for mine, but I really love them. I'm seeing, don't think I did anything at all interesting. Nope. But yeah, I think you have solved your problem there. Making front pages for the months sounds like a really good idea. And then you can start kick September off. No idea what my family is doing. Oh, 500,000 stencils sounds like the best fun. So it is 11:57. I don't think we are going to have a 3-minute sprint. I think we're just going to have to live with 3 sprints today. And I find it very ironic that even with just me hosting and no Jamie, there was still so much chat that we only got 3 sprints in. Whoops. Sam, my absolute pleasure. We will be back again tomorrow, same time, hopefully for some more words. Hopefully, Jamie will be joining us, but if they need more time, then I'm sure we all support that. Um, yeah, I will be looking forward to getting more of this ghost story written. No, tomorrow's goal is not to make me talk so much, it's only 2 sprints. Oh, okay, I think that's my nephew yelling at me. So, yeah. So I'd better go. Sam, enjoy the KFC plus lockdown, and the beach, actually. This is kind of sad. We are in Sumner, which is a suburb of Christchurch that has a lovely beach. And there have been so many people outside of Sumner coming to the beach for their exercise that the police have actually set up a checkpoint coming into Sumner, and you have to explain that, yes, you're a Sumner resident and you live here to get through the checkpoint. So that has kind of curtailed some of our wandering. But yeah, I am just rambling again, so I will say goodbye before my nephew crashes this live stream and see you all tomorrow. Yeah, Sam, this is why we can't have nice things, agreed. See you Sunday. Bye.